What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Some commentary for you. I want to talk about competition in the marketplace, primarily the football marketplace, because as you guys know, this is going to be the first year in a long time. We're going to see multiple games on consoles and PCs, and I think to some people they've taken the stance of, well, you have to choose one game, you have to support one game. And really, if we think back to 2K5, we think about what they were doing there with the $20 price point. It was an initiative to have people purchase and own more than one game, and I know that that's not exactly what games like Canuck and Axis are doing by making it a lower price point than, say, Madden at $60, and in some cases I think a lot of people also take that as maybe an unfair indication of the quality of the game. But you know, the ideology is that you can actually have all these games if you want. It's not a far cry to say that you can spend $100, get a copy of Madden, copy of Axis, copy of Maximum Football. You know, and it's not that you have to sit there and choose a favorite or determine which one you have to or want to play. I mean, every one of these games is going to have their own selling points. Every one of these games is going to have areas they excel, but most importantly, all of them are going to have areas where they can improve. And to me, that's what's exciting, knowing that every one of these options is going to have a struggle, something that we can talk about, something we can focus on, have a community discussion in terms of, hey, we need to get this game better. And the great thing about that is when you have that discussion with one game, you inadvertently have it with all the games. So when you take a look at maybe what Axis is going to add to franchise, you take a look at what Canuck is going to bring with a creative play, those are things that can be carried on and carried forth to all other games. You know, now there's a precedence, at least with Canuck. You know, listen, we've wanted creative play in Madden for a very long time. They implement creative play. You know, now we talk about that, we open that discussion. These are things that EA notices. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lead you to believe that EA brought Madden 19 to PC because of Axis and Canuck. It's certainly not the case. But I think it's important to understand that we can all learn from that. And that's really one of the things a lot of people like to make these comparisons. All Pro Football 2K, NFL 2K5 versus Madden 19. The strange thing about that is it wasn't that we were comparing or critiquing which game was better. In a lot of cases, we were just showing the way things were done, the way player movements were done, the way animation selection was done, and how it replicated football better. In my case, it was always an effort to help Madden improve, to show Madden, listen, there's other ways to do this. I mean, Madden did attempt to do some things differently. I mean, the wide receiver defensive back animations recorded in tandem is a perfect example. Those could have been successful. In my opinion, they weren't. But that's something that changes. That's something that evolves. And I think the great thing about this community is the more options we have, whether you see them as viable games, whether you purchase them or not, the ability we have to discuss them can ultimately make every game better. And that's what we want as a gamer, a better game. Regardless of whether it comes from Canuck, Axis, EA, another company we've yet to hear about, IMV, it does not matter to me who makes the game. The game could be boxes on a field, and if it's simulation football, I will play and enjoy it. Love to know what you guys think about this. Appreciate you checking it out, and I will be back in the week with more commentary.